Hey, I'm Josh from Vacuums R Us in Colorado, and today I'm going to do some basic performance testing with Riccar's new Spirit vacuum cleaner against three other very popular vacuums. We have the Riccar R40, which is their top-end tandem motor machine. We have Sebo's Felix, which is, I believe, one of their very most popular models right now, as well as Dyson's DC33, which is one of the most sold models, platforms of Dyson vacuums. So we're going to start out with a sand test. We're going to use some pink sand. It's just regular sand, but it's pink, so it's easy for us to see. This is a really important demonstration and test for us because it shows each individual vacuum's ability to create that little mini earthquake that kind of breaks the heavier debris loose in your wall-to-wall carpet and allows the machine to then suck it up. All right, here we're going to compare the new Riccar Spirit against the Dyson DC33. I'm using this machine because this platform of Dyson was the most sold model of all Dysons. A lot of people have these, so I think this is a really good comparison. If you already have a Dyson, there's a really good chance this is one you have, and we can see what the difference is in performance between the two machines. So it's pretty obvious there's a significant performance difference on this carpet between the Riccar and the Dyson. It's a significant issue with the lower filtration machines like Dyson. They don't have as much airflow, and frequently their brush just does not create the agitation that we need to see to get effective deep cleaning. So here we're going to compare Riccar's new Spirit against the Sebo Felix. The Sebo Felix is the most popular Sibo that we're currently selling in our stores, so I think this is a great comparison. It is significantly more costly than the Spirit, and I think it's worth noting that the Felix has a lot of features that the Spirit does not have. So even beyond potential performance differences, the Sebo Felix, for example, does very well on bare floor, whereas the Spirit does not do well on bare floor. So there's not a massive difference that I'm seeing here. It looks to me like the Riccar is picking up the sand faster. I see a little bit more bounce from a little farther away. I think that's great for a machine that's nearly half the cost. Okay. So here we're going to compare Riccar's new Spirit against their Tandem Air R40. This is their top-end machine. All right, well, I think it's pretty obvious what we see happening here, and it's not a big surprise. Holy cow. All right, well, that was even better than I expected. I'll just go ahead and clean up this mess here. All right, we're going to do some pet hair testing here. For that, we're going to use kapok. This is a naturally occurring fiber. It grows on trees. It's very similar to pet hair in that it's sticky, it's floofy, it wraps around things, and it kind of mimics that challenge that we have with pet hair in our house. It's a little bit different than pet hair, that as it shreds, it can leave a really fine powder, so you'll see kind of a sheen of white over it on the first hit, but it's as close as we can come to pet hair without shaving my dog, which is not going to happen. All right, so here I'm going to compare the Spirit against Dyson's DC33. Again, this was the most popular series of Dysons they made. You'll probably notice that I'll get some comments. I'm not putting big chunks on the Dyson side. I'm not doing that because I do not want to break our Dyson, and I know what's about to happen. I've done this 1,000 times. For those of you who think you know more about vacuums than I do and have comments about how this is rigged, I encourage you to go into a local vacuum store and do this experiment yourself. They will be happy to let you do it. No parlor trips. Seeing is believing. So we're going to compare Riccar Spirit against Sebo's Felix using a simulated pet hair. All right, it's Riccar against Riccar time. We got the Riccar Spirit, and then we have the big dog, the Riccar R40 Tandem Air. So in conclusion, we saw a lot of really interesting demonstrations here, some differences between the machines. I think there's a lot of good options over here. I obviously have a bias over there. We saw the performance, it wasn't great. But every home is different, your cleaning environment is different, and frankly, your budget is different too. So everybody's choice of a floor care product is going to be unique. With the Sibo, I wasn't thrilled with that pet hair demo. I think maybe we went a little bit faster than was reasonable for that machine, but you have a 10-year warranty and you have a much broader feature set on this machine than you do on the Spirit. For example, it does bare floor very well. The Spirit doesn't do bare floor at all. That's why we didn't even touch bare floor. But on the other hand, the Sibo costs considerably more than this machine does, which comes in at the entry midline. If you're looking for absolutely raw chest-pounding power on wall-to-wall carpet, in particular, the R40, hands down, is obviously the choice. It's also nowhere near the price of the Spirit. I think this is a great product that they've added to their line. It's a really good value. I feel really good about having this in the stores again. I know this is something that I can present to people and I can say we can stop filling landfills with terrible vacuum cleaners if you buy this product.